Good evening. Pardon my appearance. Very handsome. Make sure you attend I Broke Her Back, this play at Stage 773, January 5th and 6th at 8 p.m. There's a link on my page for tickets. Tickets are $20. Come on out. I play Carlos, the inmate. It's going to be a great play. There's some sexual stuff in there. It's some lessons in there. It's going to be pretty darn good. So come on out. Make sure you enjoy that. All right, let's get to it. I was just asked by a gentleman. He says, because I said being humble is an opportunity for mediocrity to exist. And I say that because of this. You yourself, if you tell yourself to be humble, you don't know the meaning of the word. You haven't looked up. People always, I see this post all the time. I've seen it. It's nauseating, but it's funny because people say, stay humble, be humble. And if you listen to the way you're using the word in a sentence, let's flip it. Let's go the other way. You ever, there used to be an expression, we used it among us blacks. Stay up, man. Stay up. Now think about that. Think about what that means. Stay up. Keep your head up. Keep your spirits up. Stay up. Right? Stay up. Look up the word humble. Look up the word humble. Before you come with it, look up the word humble. Look at the word humility. The base word is humil. What humiliate? To bring down, to ridicule, to demean. And people say all the time, stay humble. You got to be humble. How? Why? How? Number one, if you're taking selfies or whatever, you ain't being humble. Sorry. Because selfies are an expression of self, showing oneself. So sorry. That's not. Hey man, hey, stop. You already ate. Stop. Come on, go. Hold on. Go this way. You already ate. We'll go outside once. Go this way or go outside. 1 or 2. You can just have some. Come on. Sorry about that. Let me continue on. Sorry about that. So, why would you tell somebody? I see all the time people say, you gotta be humble, grind, keep grinding, and be humble. It's stupid. And then no one ever tells you, like if you're going through a hard time, going through a rough period, you ever notice somebody doesn't tell you to be humble then? No one tells you to be humble then. And I'm not trying to convince you. I don't care. Brother asked me, so I wanted to explain my side of the thing, why I think it's that. And people keep using it. People keep saying, or you meet a celebrity. Here's something else. You meet a celebrity. He said he was so humble. Was that person humble or were they cordial? Were they affable? Peace. What's up, brother? Were they affable? Did you speak to him and say, hey, like Kevin Hart? You say, hey, Kevin. Hey, Kev. Hey, so-and-so. Was he just showing etiquette? You spoke to him, he spoke back. How was that humble? Because he's a star and he spoke to you? Just because he's on TV more than you or might be or whatever. So he's a human, you're a human. Just throw that word around. It's stupid. It's stupid. And I see the posts all the time. Somebody's going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't brag or whatever. Okay. But yet still, if you own a business, you aren't telling people about your business? You aren't telling your people you do the best business? You got wigs. You don't have the best wigs? You cut hair. You don't cut the best hair? You sew. You don't do the best sewing? You do the best crocheting? Best cooking? You're not doing that? Which one is it? It's hypocrisy. If you're in a selfie or whatever, you ain't humble. And somebody say, oh, well, I got a humble spirit. Really? How? And you succeed. How do you have a humble spirit? Oh, you pray to the Lord? Okay. You pray to the Lord. You're humble before Him. Makes sense. I'm with that. I do that all the time. But see, the problem is, everybody wants you to be humble for them. Everybody wants you to be humble for them. But you ever look at your hashtags on your posts? Your hashtags aren't humble. Your hashtags tell us a totally different story. And you're like, champ, are you upset? Because I'm going to be who I am. But at some point, you say, oh, I'm a humble guy. How you figure? How you figure? You're a lowly person. You have no pride in what you do. Look up the definition. Just look up the definition. Do me a favor. We had a discussion. I have no problem with it. Look up the definition. Look up the definition of humble. When you look up the definition of humble, come on back. Somebody's going to say, one definition is not thinking too much of yourself. Really? Isn't that part of the problem? It's the part of the problem that people don't think that much of themselves. Part of the reason for abuse, besides rotten people, bullying, besides rotten people, it's not thinking much of yourself. The reason, quote unquote, narcissists or whatever the case may be, or people who are manipulators can manipulate people is because they don't think highly of themselves. Could you imagine everybody thought highly of themselves? Could you imagine that? No one would be telling anybody else what to be. Do you realize by telling somebody to be humble, stay humble, you're telling them what to do, you're trying to tell them how to feel? You ever figured that out? You haven't figured that out yet? Nobody worth their weight in gold is going around telling you to be humble because they're not doing that themselves. They aren't doing that. Think about anybody. Think about anybody that does anything really well. They may not, brag because they got people talking. They're at a point where people are going to talk about them. Kevin Hart said, if I'm not the funniest, I'm going to work the hardest. I'm going to work the hardest. He said, I'm going to work the hardest. Think about what that said. I'm going to outwork everybody. I'm going to work the hardest. This guy, Jack Keys, or however you pronounce the name is, I haven't listened to him sing, but the fact that he went out and said he was the king of R&B and has popped up, he's got everybody talking about him. He's got everybody talking about him. You can't stop talking about him. You ain't got to like him, but you can't stop talking about him. He's getting a bunch of views on his videos. He's hot news. Goal accomplished. And here's the other thing. What is he supposed to say? To any married people out there. Check this out. Do you know that you think you're the best husband or the best wife? Because if you aren't, then you know you're headed for a divorce or something's happened or you're cheating or whatever the case may be. You're in a relationship. You think you're the best boyfriend or best girlfriend. You think you're the best parent or you're improving your parenthood. Any cooks out there? Any musicians out there? Anybody? You're going to say, oh, no, that's not the same. Just look up the definition. Look up the definition of humble. Look up the definition of humility. Lady said to me, you know you're a star, right? I said, yep, thank you, I am. Why would I say otherwise? Oh, no, I'm not. Why would I do that? Why would I insult her for complimenting me and recognizing the greatness of me and then demean myself? Why would I do that? And you're thinking to yourself, what's wrong with James? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm not the problem. I dated a woman. I was seeing this woman. And I told her all the time she was beautiful and everything. You know what she said to me? She says, I wish I could look at me with the eyes that you look at me because I don't see myself like that. I should have known this shit wasn't going to work then. So, all right. But we don't talk. Much more likely will. Happy New Year to you. Be safe out here during these holidays. If you're drinking, man, stay at home or be somewhere where you can stay. Don't drive. All right. Stay out of trouble. Cops are everywhere. Be safe. Peace and blessings.